Swiss Scoop. And my name is Precious Amori. You know, I don't always do this alone. I have my guys, my goons. They are always sitting around me. I have Princess maybe Agu, Siko Blade, and Ibuku Olowa Balogun. The Balogun herself. How you doing?
I'm good.
But today, guys, we'll be talking about various topics. And it boils down to education. One of our first topics today on today's episode is, do you think a longer school calendar is a good idea? Let's start with Princess Dumebi herself.
For me personally, I don't think it's a good idea because looking at the calendar year for Lagos State, it starts from September till about December. There's a break in between. They resume in January, then go on a break again and resume in April. That's about 65 days for like the first 3 months, then 60 days for the next 3 months. That's terms. I'm talking of terms, yes. Then the next 65 days. So for me personally, I don't think it's a good idea because going to school, we have a lot of people that they close. Normal school closes by 2 p.m. if I'm correct. Growing up, that's what I know it to be. Close by 2 p.m. and they stay for extra lessons till about 4, 5. They go home, you have to do your homework and all that. I believe children, they need break. Give them time to mingle with friends, you know, like hang out with their friends if there's a party, whatnot.
So they have to
No, because the truth is, the brain needs to relax. Do you understand? All work and no play, we know what it means now. So for me, it's not, I don't buy the idea for a longer calendar school year.
Well, I'm going to longer school year. You said it's a good idea, yeah. But you know, in between this school year, there are breaks. Like we have midterm breaks, all these normal public holidays. And in Nigeria, we have so many holidays. And again, after the school section is over, let's say the third term, yeah. Okay, if you're saying they should use that period of time to go and party, you know, have fun. Parties are for Saturdays and Sundays. I don't see parties happening Mondays through Fridays. I don't see it happening. And why do they hold summer school if they actually want the students to go and relax? So I believe there are fast learners and there are slow learners. Some people are not that, they don't pick that well. And now that brings me back to government schools. Government schools, there is strike. So that period where that strike is taking place, you have to like go back. Now the teachers will have to like rush the students. Oh, we have to meet up with the school year calendar. We have to this. It's not helping them.
Okay, so
that's why we tend to see people fail a lot in government schools. That they fail a lot.
So your point is you're particularly with government school. I understand even in universities. I understand her part where she's saying government schools, and yes, I think it's normal. We have some people, some parents, in as much as they put their children in government schools, once there is strike, I know of some parents that will put their children to go through lesson, like a part-time lesson and all that.
Why is it a government school?
I'm not saying you.
It's a government school because they cannot actually afford all that excesses.
But I went to a government school. A government secondary school, and in between, there are usually strikes. It's normal. Long strikes, yes, yeah. Long strikes. But notwithstanding, I attended lessons not far from my house. My dad would say no, even though there is strike, you have to go. It's not that expensive. It's not.
Okay, let's hear from Sikoble. I'm sure you have something to say.
Yes, I think one of the problems we're having, especially in Nigeria, we think the child or a person can actually learn only in school.
Exactly.
There are so many things to learn outside the school. You know, like some days back, I went for a conference and they were talking about you going to like university and you study a particular course and you come out at the end of the day, you're lost. Like you can't find a job in that particular course and you end up doing something else.
Oh yeah.
And because the fact that you don't have skills, and you don't have like handwork skills, you can't really fit in. You start looking for somewhere else, and probably that's why you stay 4 or 5 years no employment, and you'll be dropping CVs everywhere. But if you have a skill, it's easier for you. So I believe that a shorter school calendar would do these people a lot of good. Imagine a situation where you're in a country where they pay by hours. That means the government will pay more because teachers will do more hours, yeah? Then we are human beings. These kids needs to refresh. Anybody, even the adults, you need to refresh your head. So I think shortening the school calendar gives these kids extra time to go learn other skills. Mind you, don't use their holiday, because now I know you're going to say, okay, fine, they have holidays. Don't that holidays, let them use that to rest. The extra hour they cannot see, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So they should have time to do whatever they want to play, and they should have time to learn a skill and time for school.
So you're coming from the position of the school calendar should be very short.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
Learning a skill too is very important.
I will come from the angle that I'm a volunteer teacher. I'm sure most of you who know me will know. I'm a volunteer teacher. And when you talk about, I won't say I'm saying the school calendar should be short or it should be long. But my own point is, I'm saying that schools should be given a curriculum. It's not about mine is not even about the calendar, whether it is long, it is for 6 terms or 4 terms. It's not the issue. But when you have a long term, a longer calendar, and what you are being taught in school does not help your day-to-day life, the school calendar is of no use to you as a child, or even as a teacher. You understand? I go to school from once every week to go and teach in a particular school, and the next thing you hear, when you bring this thing, the same thing, like English, math, this, the same thing. That's what they are being taught. So I would prefer for a child, just like you said, to learn a skill.
Yes, very important.
Schools should plan to bring in entrepreneurial skills or whatever into the school curriculum. So for me, it's not about whether we have a longer school calendar or whether we have a short school calendar. But I think that we should look into the curriculum. But we'll be going on a commercial break. Don't forget to subscribe to our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube handle to see all of our content. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, you're welcome back, and it's still Sweet Scoop. We're talking about having a longer school calendar or having a shorter school calendar. But right now, we'll be looking at our gadgets in classrooms helping the educational process. I will start with Mr. Gadget.
By now, you should know I'm going to support.
I know, but I need to buttress your
Yes, it makes information readily available for students. I can be in the classroom and I'm the shy type that I can ask questions. If the teacher is saying something or use a particular English, a particular grammar that I don't understand, I can't ask. I could just go to my phone and just Google it.
Yeah.
I've gotten the exact meaning for that word. Or probably I'm shy to ask a question about what they think or they're teaching. At the end of the day, it will not seem like I don't understand anything. You know how school, the pressure, the peer pressure and everything that goes around school. So it's easier for me to just check it out and get the answers. Yeah. And another thing is easier because right here, okay, I know in Nigeria we don't use lots of these technologies in our schools, but other places they do use things like this, like class assignments. They can give you a pop quiz right on your phone or your laptops. Teachers just come in. It makes education easy. It's just, yo guys, we've got pop quiz, and it's on your laptop, and you do. It checks it out. There's even a program that Google and Microsoft they have, Classroom. You can even it's kind of like, okay, fine. It's kind of like, what you have WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
But it's totally different in the sense that you can post video, you can do live, like you teach people and you do them live. So there are so many ways. Yeah, there are so many ways, but we don't use them yet. But there are so many ways these gadgets can actually help students to grow.
Don't you think that using those gadgets will make those, like you said, when a teacher asks you a question in class and you don't know what the teacher's going to just go Google, and the internet gives you what you want to about that information. Yeah. How would the child or the individual be able to use, because you see this brain is actually for you to actually think. Critical thinking is allowed at that point.
Technology is about making life easy.
Okay.
And we here in Nigeria, we like hard things too much. There's washing machine, you end up using your hands to wash cloth. We like hard life. these things, see, there's no way, even if you have Google, they give you an assignment. Trust me, if you don't know what you are doing, you still cannot
Understand what
and write it good.
because you have to read, right?
Yeah, you have to know what you're doing. You have to understand the question. I can search for a particular thing on Google. You search on that same thing on Google, I'll get something different because of the kind of the sentence I use to search. The way I arrange my sentence on the search engine is quite different from the way you arrange it, and we'll get different answers. You understand? And abuse is inevitable anywhere. So because of abuse now, you say they should cancel all gadgets from schools.
I'm sure she will. I'm sure she will tell us something on abuse.
I think it has its own advantages and disadvantages. I think it should be restricted. I feel it should be restricted to what the level of what they have access to. Because to be honest, if you say gadgets should be in the classroom, well, I don't think I should emphasize more on it. I just feel it should be restricted.
If you bring it from the angle of the parents, yeah, let me bring it from a different angle now. You guys are not seeing it from. I feel more comfortable if I have, no matter how small, a cell phone with my child in school, because if there's an emergency, my child could reach me.
Exactly.
There's GPS, I could track. If anything happens and probably maybe my child is taken, I could track.
Nobody prays for such.
Yes, but you have to be prepared.
Yeah, that's too spiritual.
And if you yes, you have
It's
to
not about being spiritual.
You have to be prepared. I think taking 5 kids to inter-sport.
You're talking about.
No, I'm trying to take them to places like that without a cell phone.
Yeah.
And they walk away.
you're talking
Do you know how
about-
crazy it is?
To the
Okay,
classroom.
fine. I have lots of nephews and nieces, and they are still in secondary school. I've ranged from 5 years to 16 years. Yeah. There was a time something happened in school. My nephew cut himself.
Okay.
There's no way they could reach the mom. You understand? The mom was not around. Her phone was even switched off. There's no way they could reach the mom. It was my nephew. Now, like, my uncle's number is in my phone. They had to get the number. They had to call me. I quickly ran there, took this boy to the hospital. Imagine if my nephew did not go with the phone.
That's true.
I know definitely where the school
They
on
would
their
have
own, they
sorted
would
it
have sorted
out.
it out. But how do they contact the parents? So I'll come at the end of the day to carry my kid and I find out there's a big scar on his leg.
They
Or
say you sorry, sir.
That's 1 in 1,000.
See, if I leave you guys, Cecil still has more points on his nephews, on his nieces. I know him very well. And you know he's Mr. Gadget. We have to go. It's still Sweet Scoop. And my name still remains Precious Omori. Don't forget, like I said earlier, to subscribe to our YouTube handles and our social media on different social media platforms. Just subscribe. Bye for now.